for the first time since he's been picked on when he was a little kid than these two guys that were teasing him and beating on him. He was taller than them. He was bigger than them. And then, of course, they were all happy to see him, happy to get his autograph. They didn't remember. They didn't know how they affected his life, right? He did. He remembered it. And after he gave his autograph, they said, thank you, man. And then one guy looks up, man, you're big. And then the boy looks down at them, and says, no, thank you. Now there's more behind that story. Is that, that was a journal written 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And I knew the boy really well. He was a good friend of mine. And because I played football, I folded it up on a piece of paper and put it inside my helmet and wore it every game to always remind me that, you make your choices, not anybody else. You pick your friends. You make all the judgment calls. Nobody can tell you different. Nobody. And that this guy that was once too small, too skinny, too short, was now much bigger than them. And never let nobody tell you that you can't achieve something. You remember that. And I remember that when I put it inside my helmet. And, always to remember that no one, not even you, are ever too small for the world. You're going to grow. You're going to become big, popular. You're going to attain what you want to get. You set your goals today on that flip chart, on everything we got you to write down when you started thinking about it. You're achieving your dream already because you're thinking about it. And that's the first step. It's taking the step. You're all very young, but you're all very bright. And don't let anybody ever tell you different. You have your own confidence inside you. Your dreams start out like this. And for a small exercise, I want you to mimic what I do. Alright? You have this dream, okay? It starts out like this. Everybody do this. Alright? So precious, so fragile, so unique, that even if you squeeze it too hard, it will shatter, right? Like he says, I can't do it. He says, I can't do it. She says, I can't do it. It's too far, it's too big. Snap, crashes. You break it. You let hope go. So now, you're holding on to it, you're embracing it, you're protecting it, you're nurturing it, because it's you that feed the dream. It's you. Not your parents, not your coach, not your teacher, not Willow, not me. We help you. But you're the one that has it, not us. You're the one that it's up to and whether you want to achieve that. Always remember that. So it's very fragile. That even though it's growing right now in the tip of your fingers, that it starts to get heavy, it's growing. It's in the palm of your hand now. It's getting heavier. It's in the palm of your hand. Hold it in the palm of your hand. And it's getting too heavy because you're keeping it alive, you're feeding it with hope, and you're doing all positive things around you. You're making right decisions, you're saying no, no, no. And then you're being here for your little brother, your little friend, and you're being that role model we talked about. And it's getting too big that you have to cup it with 2 hands. It's getting heavier. 2 hands, you gotta hold it. Then it starts getting too heavy. It's growing, it's living, that you have to embrace it by your arms, so hold it. It's right here, it's growing. It's not broken yet, it's not shattered. Right, you have it. You're keeping it alive. You're getting older, you're getting older. And suddenly it gets too heavy for your arms. Because when you get older, it gets tougher. It's too heavy, you almost feel like it. I want to throw it down and keep walking. No. You have this knapsack, this book bag, put it inside. And you throw it on the back. And you carry it everywhere you go. You're going to carry it home tonight. You're going to carry it to you when you sleep, when you eat, when you wake up in the morning, when you swim, you bike, you run, you walk. It's going to be everywhere with you. It's because it's yours. It's going to be with you when you're mad, sad, crying, but also when you're happy. Remember that. Don't let nobody tell you different. You're all very bright. Remember that. That was something I wanted to share with you. And I just wanted to tell you these last 3 visits and how important they were for me. I got to know a lot of you really well. When I walked through that door the first time, A lot of you we didn't know each other, but we started getting along right away. And I started seeing a big group of kids having fun, showing respect for one another, but also growing as a person. Even though it's only been 3 months, you've grown so much. Remember, you're always growing, and your dreams are right here, but they're in back of you all the time. So I want you to remember that. Thank you for having me. I really hope that I can come in and do a lot more activities with you. Remember all the stuff we showed you. Don't fall deaf ears on it, because it is motivation for you. This is not some program that comes in and leaves you with all this stuff and turns your back on you. We're there for you. Willow's there for you. This center's there for you. This is your safe zone. You will achieve what you want. Thank you. And I'm going to turn it over to Willow now.